Today we're working on the garden. So if you can see, there's a there's a bumblebee right there on a dandelion flower. But the rhubarb's popping up there. Some more over here. The rhubarb. Sage is not yet out. We're going to add today more soil here. And then over here on the other side of the fence, we're going to eventually expand the fence that way. We're going to put a bed in probably here and eventually more over this way also. So today is make a big bed there, add soil here, top off the soil off of these beds right here. That's today's job. So the wood that we're going to be using for the garden is recently there was a windstorm and a big tree. If you know my little wood shed right here, tree fell down that close. This big giant balsam fir. I took some of the bark off right here and all that, but we cut up, Brandon and I, some of the wood, and we're going to be using this wood right here. I brought two more smaller dried deadwood. So these two right here, the small ones right here, those are deadwood. So those were light. The big larger ones right here that I carried over, those are well over 100 pounds each. So that's live wood, not light. So I just positioned the logs of the pattern that I'm looking at. So now I'm gonna need to go get some stakes. Just like what you see here, there's a couple stakes to hold the logs in place and to also mark to see where to dig. The amount of wooden stakes that I'm gonna need is 16, about like 1.5 feet in length. So let's go find those sticks. It's easy to find some sticks. There's a couple sticks right here. So here's some sticks. I'll cut that in half. There's another one right here, so that will come out to like 4. So I'm gonna go find more. I got my 16 wooden stakes to hold the logs in place. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put 4 stakes on each corner that I know what my measurements of pulling the grass out. And this is what I mean of the putting the corners. Now I'm gonna move the big logs. Now the logs are moved out of the way, and now I'm gonna take the grass out of this spot. Okay, we got all the grass dealt with, brought up. Now we're gonna put the logs in, and then we're gonna put the like trash bags as the liner to keep the weeds down. And now we got that part done of putting all the stuff. Now we're gonna add some soil. So Brandon's gonna add some soil, a wheelbarrow full of soil in this. Brandon's putting the last wheelbarrow of soil in. And also I put some bucketfuls into the small bed there, so that's full. This one's all good to go. We're gonna basically have 2 more of these beds right over in this direction. Okay, we're basically done for the day. We got both these gardens added soil and built that one. And yeah, what we're gonna be probably planting is like tomatoes and peppers in the big garden. And then in that garden will be like probably potatoes this year. We're gonna have all different types of plants over here. Just feel like maybe anything like broccoli to maybe Brussels sprouts and cabbage could be there. We're gonna have stinging nettles in this one. So yeah, got rhubarb. sage. I'm gonna build more beds over here, expand the garden. We're gonna eventually have some blueberry plants right here along the garden.